It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so this is going to be one of those prospect review videos. I know you guys like these. We're talking about the future stars of tomorrow, today. And we're going to take it down to the lower weight classes. This video has been a bit long overdue. Should have been made this video about this fighter, but finally get into it, so I'm happy about it. Andy Dominguez. Yes, that Andy Dominguez. He just meets the criteria for a prospect on this channel. He's literally 10-0. So I always say 10 fights or less. But 10-0, 6 KOs, flyweight contender. Let's talk about him. So who is Andy Dominguez? Now, I've had a chance to, on a couple of occasions, see Andy Dominguez spar in the gym. A lot in 2021 and 2022 during my trips to Las Vegas, going to the Salas boxing gym. I personally think, and I've been saying this amongst my friends for a couple of years, but I'll say it in front of you guys. In my humble opinion, I think he's Ismael Salas' best fighter. I know that's a bold statement because Ismael Salas has Joe Joyce, and he's got Brian Mendoza, and he has Ugas, and he has some pretty established guys, WBA Ramirez. But this is the fighter that for at least about a year and a half, 2 years, I thought is his best fighter. I think Andy, first and foremost, I think Andy has got a great attitude towards life and towards boxing. I think he works extremely hard, but more so than that, I think he's extremely talented. So let's talk about him. Andy Dominguez currently is actually ranked in the flyweight rankings already because he won the WBA Fed Central title, which got him ranking position. He's currently the number 6 ranked WBA flyweight contender. So I know technically that means he's not a prospect, but he's still got 10 fights, so he kind of is a prospect. He's trained by Ismael Salas, at the House of Fundamentals at the Salas Boxing Academy. So it doesn't matter if you're talking about Brian Mendoza or you're talking about WBA Ramirez or anybody else. When you talk about Ismael Salas and his fighters, they all have one thing in common. Kazuda Ioka as well. They all have one thing in common, and that is a fundamental understanding of distance. They know distance. They know about lead foot leverage. They know how to getting their foot on the outside of the opponent's lead foot to be able to establish their jab and their basic boxing skills on the opponent. And Andy is no different. And what's great about Andy is Andy's got good legs. Andy's very good about, he's got good foot speed, got good legs. The way I would classify Andy's style is that he's a fundamentally aggressive guy. He's someone that, can definitely mix it up if need be. But he never abandons his fundamentals, and he's able to do that and throw a steady stream of punches. The punch output's pretty consistent with him throughout the rounds. Now he is a Mexican fighter. He was born in Mexico, but raised in the South Bronx. So you were born in Mexico, but you raised somewhere where there's a bunch of Puerto Ricans. So that's pretty funny. A Mexican fighter from New York, that's a bit different. I know we normally get Mexican fighters from California and Arizona, but it's not often we get Mexican fighter from New York. So to me, that kind of makes him a bit marketable to me. That's just my opinion, but he sparred some names you guys would know. He sparred guys like Kosai Tanaka, who we know Kosai Tanaka is a top shelf, creme de la creme fighter, 3-division champion, and that's what it is. And he also, as far as some of his story in boxing, he started boxing because, with him being short, and he is short because I'm not a big guy, but I'm taller than Andy Dominguez. He started boxing because he was getting bullied in school, and that's been the story for a lot of fighters in boxing. Guys like Mike Tyson, most notably, they started boxing because they were getting bullied in school. So, look, I think this is a guy that when you look at the title picture at flyweight. Right now the WBA champion, I believe, is, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's Artem Dalakian, right? I'm not mistaken, unless again the weight class is mixed. I'm pretty sure it's Artem Dalakian, but let me fact check myself. But that's the route he's going because that's the only place he's ranked right now. He don't got that many fights, but he won a regional title, so that's where he's at right now. So yeah, the WBA champion is in fact Artem Dalakian. So that's the route he's gonna go. I don't know if he's gonna be the champion by the time Andy Dominguez gets his shot at the brass ring and gets his shot for the world title. But listen, I think with his skills, I think with his understanding of range and positioning, his punch output, all those things, I think he's gonna be a definite threat for the division. I mean, someone to look out for that can win a world title. And I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna be very adamant about it. I do think he is Ismael Salas' best fighter. It's no disrespect to anybody else. I just think Andy is maturing into a really good fighter. I think Andy is someone that is in a weight class too, where fortunately for him, there's not a lot of flyweights. If you compare the number of flyweight fighters in the world to like other weight classes, like, you go to welterweight or middleweight or any these other weight classes, they got 1,000+ boxers in the weight class. As to where at flyweight, there's only 773 registered boxers in the world at that weight class, and right now he's ranked number 81 amongst those 700. So if you look at maybe some of the guys he could possibly fight using the BoxRec rankings, because I don't think he's fighting for the world title next, but there's some good step up fights for him available. I mean, just ranked right above him at 80. You got Jason Mama, who once challenged Sonny Edwards for the world title. That'd be a good fight for him. Mama's dangerous. Mama can punch. That's a good fight. Tough Filipino fighter. You look at, I like that fight. I don't even want to look further up. I think that's the fight they should make next for him, but that's just me. But yeah, nonetheless, that's my little take on Andy Dominguez. Good fighter, really good fighter. Ismael Salas' best fighter, in my opinion, and someone that I think is world championship material. You won't hear me say that I think most guys will be a world champion in these prospect review videos, but I think at some point in time, Andy Dominguez will win a world title in his career. Mark it down. So yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.